Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Dogma. And now we're in the character creation screen, because we're done with that preset bullshit. Now we're going to get to create our own character. I need to think of a cool name. So our character's name is going to be Catro. Sounds really weird, but it's cool sounding. And this name right here is just bleh. It's bullshit. It's meant for online play, which I will not be doing because you can apparently save play this game despite it being rated M. Now, selecting here does nothing. All these classes you see here, selecting someone out of this will change nothing in your character or your class. These are just preset looks and they have them randomly paired with arbors. I'm just gonna grab this guy. Okay, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all of that. It takes forever, but our dude's done, and he looks like a Kratos with hair. So, yeah. Yeah, you want to say yes to that. So, this game's fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we got this opening cutscene. Nothing important going on here. There's something sort of confusing. Is how, well, Al's bringing it up when it's here, but here's our dude in some random fishing village or something. I think it's a fishing village. Or a beach village. Look at Kratos-ishness with white irises and shit.
Hear ye, hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
See, this is where it's confusing. I don't know who that character is. They establish a connection in between your character and them, but they never really say who it is. If it's your mom, if it's your girlfriend, it's your wife, or something. They never say it. It's just sort of, you know, she's there. I think it's your mom.
It's the dragon!
Because you have the same character connection even if your character's female. Now I'm gonna shut up now. Well, actually, no, there's gonna be some gameplay up ahead here. Now, that was a very bad reaction to seeing a dragon out of legend coming straight for your village. Your first reaction should be grab a, well, actually it is grab a sword. And that's a lot of immediate damage for one thing. For one immediate attack, that's a lot of damage. So, one thing to note is that the dragon is blind. It's gonna be said later, but the dragon is blind. Everybody's panicking. Children are crying, and your character's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do this. Grab the sword and fight. Like, you don't even get to start out by choosing a class. They sort of stick you with fighter at the beginning, and then you have you fighter just with no shield during this section. Very far in, you select a class. I find that really annoying. Anyway, apparently I'm Asian now. Anyway, basically you're fighting this dragon alone. You don't actually have to do any damage to it. You have to try. Look at that. Look at how much health this fucker has. Look at how nothing I'm doing. Okay, now here's a cutscene. I'm gonna shut up now.
square-eyed. Acorata de Dio mi escuadrota junto la Gregori, nestesta, nesti, mi esplorate et malaga.
So yeah, that dragon just ate our heart. What a douche, right? And now that we're like 20 minutes into the game, it now shows you the game you're playing, even though you should know it by now anyway. You know that shit. That's how it says. So, we're dead. Or are we?
Help me! He's still alive!
What? How are we alive if a dragon just stabbed us in the heart with a finger and stole our heart and ate it? He ate our fucking heart. How do you do that? Yep. So we're waking up. And we're hearing shit.
Take up arms, newly arisen.
Guess what we're gonna get to do now? Select a... Oh, shit. Tutorials. Select a class. So, pressing the wrong button. Playing too much Dark Souls recently. So, yep. This far in, we're now getting to select a class. Now, like I said, you only get to start with 3, but there are a lot more later on in the game. We got the Fighter, the Strider, and the Mage. I'm going to go with Fighter, as it will actually help us with the class I'm going to use in the end, which is the Warrior. However, it is a good idea that whenever you master a class to switch and play with a different one for a while. Because you will just gain up abilities that work on all classes. That some of them are really useful. Some of them are just like, what the fuck. So I'm going to go with this. You can change this at any time at ends, however. It's important to remember. Also, you know how we just used some good equipment, cannot talk today. Good equipment in the beginning of the game. In the tutorial, then we used an iron sword to do nothing to a dragon. Now we're stuck with not iron, but rusted shit. Look at how rusty this stuff is. These stuff. Apparently I have not passed English. So there's not a lot you can do in the main town. There's a way to instantly die. Oh wait, cutscene.
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but his heart lies silent.
No, it's not there.
If you would face me,
You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this?
Actually,
To the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
so actually, lots of good would come of us not having a heart. Because now I have an excuse to kill everything. No. Good comes from us not having a heart because, well, we're arisen, which is like the way this game says chosen one. And so that means that we are the only one who can slay the dragon. Also, I'm going to take this. This is one of those looting games, but it has a lot of twists in the looting department. Like, yeah, I can display it here. You see the blue bar there that says very light? That's our equipment load. The less equipment load we have, the more equipment load we have. Well, not equipment load. Fucking Dark Souls. That's our carry load or burden or whatever. Playing too much Dark Souls. So it goes like this. The more you have, the slower you move, and you can become overburdened, and everything will take stamina. This is just an introduction little thing saying, hey, you're in a village. Everything's fucked up. So also it will affect your stamina regen, but you have no stamina in towns. Well, town. There's only like 3 towns in the entire fucking game, so. Actually, wait. Yeah, there's only 3 towns. One of them is not even a town. So. Here's one of the cool things. You move faster without your weapon drawn, but without your weapon drawn, you take more damage. So, yeah. And sprinting's almost required through the whole game. You'll do a lot of this, and apparently that. So, also, health's a bit interesting too. Upon visiting an inn, you will get fully healed. But you see the dark area of our health bar there? That dark area is things that we cannot be healed outside the world. Well, at least without magic. So healing magic is not overpowered. In fact, I actually think it's underpowered in this game. Because there's going to be times where you're stuck at low health because you can't recover anymore. However, if you just carry curatives on you, you should just be fine. Now, what I said about instantly dying, you cannot swim in this game. You just die if you go into too deep of water. And also, there's a... Well, actually, I'll get to that later. So, this is the beginning of the game. Talking a lot to say.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, everybody in this game talks in, like, ye olde English. I actually like that part about this game. So, yeah. Put away my weapon. Also, well, actually, I get to that later.
I only wish I had more to offer.
Okay, let's buy things. What do you have? You got curatives, tools, weapons. So we can buy an iron thing here, which I will be buying, and some better armor, if you will. Now, armor is restricted by class, but not very restricted, if you know what I mean. Like, most armors you will be using in the game are not restricted. In fact, I think the most restricted equipment is having warrior-only armor and weapons, which is the most you'll get in restrictions.
I only wish You're always welcome.
The more, like, mages can wear basically... Well, no. Mages can't wear basically anything. Warriors can wear basically anything except for mage-exclusive items. Like, okay, it's really confusing. I bought an iron sword. No, I didn't. Did I buy anything? I hit the wrong button, didn't I? Yep. Ah, meh.
Had the beast landed, makes... I only wish I had
Okay,
more...
buy. I'm gonna go down here and buy a sword. Forgot you had to hit the damn start button to actually like start up the game. I think you're gonna notice that I suck at this game. It's not because I suck at this game. that I'm playing it on a very low resolution screen, so it's hard to read some things. However, I do know most things about the damage and numbers in this game. One cool thing about this game is that there are 2 armor slots in most armor slots, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, we have an iron sword, so now we're good. But what I mean by that is you got your clothing, and then you got your armor in your chest and your legs slots, then your hands, and your hands, head, and back are all single slots, but that would make sense. So clothing is a base armor, and also sort of you need it to not look like a fucking idiot. And armor is where you get most of your stat boosts. Also, clothing will give stat boost based, especially for mages. Clothing is very important, but mages do have armor. It's just usually like cloaks and shit. So, cutscene.
That man you are speaking with, he's of the Pawn Legion. They come from some unknown place, just appear without a warning. They're a strange lot. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark, what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon. I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to end the episode right here. So we're going a bit long, so see you in a second.